This is the 32 that I've built for Matt Brown. I wanted to just quickly give you a rundown on what you see here. This is one of the nicest GTRs that you will probably see for a long time. This is Robson leather goodness, ladies and gents, combined with Miguel's typical OCD attention to detail. All of this was taken off and fitted by myself. That is a little something that I made, which I think is really rather nice. You can see it from the passenger seat. You can see it from the driver's seat when you're driving. And of course it has all the warnings. This is a Midori full titanium system. And you won't be able to see it in the engine bay, but it has Midori stainless steel elbows, and then Midori equal length front pipe, titanium of course, and the Midori catback exhaust section. This is something to behold. It looks kind of near standard, doesn't it? Let me tell you about some of the stuff that it's got. We did take the head off. In fact, we took the whole engine out. The throttles were balanced and resealed. Tomei gasket set for the intake. Over here, I don't know if you can see them, but there's top secret collar set with R35 injectors. A Nismo full titanium tower bar. I even went as far as fitting titanium bolts in there. And that, it's upside down, but you can read it. There you go, that's pretty much the most serious suspension you can buy for a 32. It's what they have on the Mines, the famous white R34 demo car. This rocker cover here is an ARC, which means, you know, Abbey Road Corporation. Very rare, but more importantly, here you can see a V-cam step 1 kit, which includes, in this case, 2 camshafts, not 1. ARC radiator. Even the fan shroud is new, the fan is new. We went as far as fitting the Nismo oil change plate, this Y-pipe. Matt is talking about having a carbon setup there, a carbon airbox and a carbon intake. I suspect he'll do it because I know how he is, and I know that he loves these rare parts, and he knows, you know, if you buy these rare parts, I mean, even look at this. That is from Bobster at Zealous. Hey, Bobster. It's a titanium bonnet brace. And there's, of course, a Defend carbon cooling panel. And further down here, there is a Nismo brand new intercooler with a Nismo shroud, Nismo bonnet ducts, and a top secret carbon lip. The turbos are Tomei steel turbos with ball bearings, fire, and this is my little setup which I put together. This is made by Runmax, some friends of ours who make very high quality AM fittings and many other things. That hose there is secretly tied up with a thick cable tie so it doesn't touch the engine cover. But I wanted it coming from the middle, so I made that little Y piece there. Now these brakes are the Gran Turismo Brembo brakes. These wheels are discontinued T37 V2s. See how sweetly it started. Okay, hopefully we have some clear roads ahead and we will be able to show you a little bit within legal boundaries of what driving a car like this can be like. So I built this car pretty much almost in its entirety. I'll explain later what I didn't do and the reasons why. Obviously, paintwork is one. I wouldn't want to take on paintwork, although I can do it. It's a very messy job. If you have a spotlessly clean workshop like I do, you don't want all that dust. So I'd rather leave it to somebody else, and Wakui-san, who does our paintwork, is a lovely man with decades of experience of working for Toyota, and he knows what he's doing. And he does it with a lot of pleasure. Yeah, he likes doing our cars because he knows to what level we want them, and we don't cut corners. Everything gets completely stripped, right down to whatever the customer tells us. In this case, the window seals are so expensive that we didn't take the windows out. Some of the seals are now discontinued. But we did make sure that we bought a car without damaged, raised window seals. That kind of level of scrutiny is something that I don't think most people get to the extent of. You know, it's probably bad for business. You know, I tell people that, and it's the truth, I don't like to supply cars that I wouldn't want myself. I checked earlier, and you can actually, just out of the corner of the screen, see the gauges there. So I'll show you with more detail later, because that's something I'm kind of proud of. This car makes me want to get a 32. Here we go. Now we can have a take on corners because we have looked and made sure that there's nothing coming. Midori sent suspension for us and did all the geometry work and stuff to make sure it was fine using laser alignment. We don't have that equipment, although we do have our own mechanical alignment equipment. But this being a car that's too perfect, we asked Midori to do it. And when I saw the car, when we turned up to collect it, I could tell right away it was too low. It does touch the plastic in the fenders, but as we're going to be changing the ride height in front shortly to ship the car with, thereafter it's going to have to be reset. I haven't tampered with it, but you might hear it sort of scraping a little bit when we go over bumps. It's what the Japanese say is shoganai, which means just the way it is. Brakes have a great feel to them. Suspension is very confidence inspiring, but then so are ADOA tires. is the warning on the boost controller, which is still set at the lower setting. It's quite easy to do. But I like to do all these things before we deliver a car. It's just got to be as perfect as I can get it, especially if I test drive the cars. I know all these things and I just do. And that is the clue as to who or where the work that we didn't complete was done. So you might ask if there was anything I would change about this car, what it would be. Bearing in mind, this is not my car, this is Matt's car. I would change the wheels. I would put, probably still stick with T37s, but I would have T37 SLs. That would be my choice, but then this is not my car, so it's not my choice to make. But it's been a pleasure building it, and we're going to be building another one shortly for another very old friend and car enthusiast, Tom Dara of Ireland, who currently owns the UK's nicest R33. We like to be involved with the best of the best, really. When I do stuff, I like to do it to an extent that it will never have to be done again. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share. We look forward to the next video. See you soon.